let me clarify a point so that we can be on the clean page. Look, we are saying that the DESOPADEC law ab initio was faulty. He is talking about ethnic nationality. No, I'm not talking about ethnic nationality. I am talking of the various communities. Ethnic, if you say ethnic nationality, Anukwale man is an Igbo man. So if you say ethnic nationality Igbo, you will take an Igbo project and put in Asaba. If you say ethnic nationality, I'm from Dele, I'm people from Ogidigbe, you will take and this in and go and put it in Ogwangwe. There is no oil in Ogwangwe there. Oil, okay? But what I'm saying that the problem is on the oil-producing communities. That's what we are saying. That's what the law says. It is not what you want in...
Can you read that law again? Yeah.
Look, let me read. Section 162, provision of that gave birth to this.
Go ahead.
Firstly, before I read the law, let me tell you.
No, read the law so that we can buy.
Provided that the principle of derivation shall be constantly reflected in any approved formula as being not less than 13% of the revenue accruing to the Federation account directly from any natural resources.
Can I come in here?
No, hold on. Take it easy.
You just read something. There is nowhere in what you read.
Take it easy.
Let him finish.
Take it easy.
Finish
up,
please.
As a result of that, a state, you can form DESOPADEC. If even there is no DESOPADEC, and the money comes to the state for implementation, the state government have no option than to set up a committee and you transfer that money to the oil-producing community. So DESOPADEC or no DESOPADEC or AMPADEC or GRIPADEC, take the money, develop the oil communities. 100% of the money. Do not transfer the money and start building Asaba, and start developing Patani, and start developing Ogwashuku. No way. The money is for oil-producing communities.
That is the principle of derivation.
That is why here,
Nyota just read the various amounts of funds that is coming to each of the ethnic nationalities. The Shekiris have 28%, the Jaws have 27%, I believe. It is as a result of derivation, not on the whims and caprices of any governor.
Okay. Just mentioned is based on
production quantum, which is the amount of production from this.
When the oil is produced, the revenue from that oil production goes straight to the community, to the Federation accounts. And that money, that 13%, is supposed to come out of the Federation accounts.
Okay.
Not even the consolidated revenue fund, where you divide to the states.
All right, let's
it goes directly to where the oil is coming from, where that natural resource is coming from. It could be oil, it could also be metal and iron and or whatever. So it's supposed to go directly. The state, sorry, I'm sorry.
Not to the state. You're not saying not to the state. The state is only a vehicle.
It's only a vehicle. It's like, for instance, you go and give DHL something to deliver for you. Then DHL takes half of it and says, okay, you can have the rest.
So in other words,
states
like other oil producing states are actually breaching this law. That's what you're saying?
Yes, they are.
I guess when you say you're going to court.
Of course.
So the courts will have to interpret that portion of the Constitution. But let's bring in Honorable Tonye. Let's bring in Honorable Team Tonye.
We stand firmly.
Honorable Tonye, what's your reaction to that portion of the Constitution?
I wasn't hearing you well because the network had some problems there. Which aspect of the Constitution are they talking about, sir?
Section 162(2)(b), where it says, provided the principle of the derivation shall be constantly reflected to any approved formula as being not less than 13% of the revenue accruing to the Federation account directly from any natural resources. According to him, the DESOPADEC law in 2006 and the one that is now is breaching that portion of the Constitution.
Yes, I guess that was what I dealt with. I guess that was what I dealt with in my earlier submission.
Do you think there will be a need to go to the courts for clarification?
No, what I said in my earlier submission was that the 13% was talking about the 13% derivation
It's talking about the states.
About oil-producing states.
Okay. Now, what I asked a question.
About oil-producing states.
I asked a question.
And that is why, as we speak now, some other states that produces oil don't have a dedicated commission.
Honorable Tony, I mentioned
Bayelsa, I mentioned Rivers, and indeed I mentioned Akwa Ibom.
And I said, do you think the court will need to clarify on that?
To some extent,
should the court step in to clarify that portion of the Constitution?
Can I hear you again? I'm back now.
Do we need the courts to clarify that portion of the Constitution so that you can have some peace?
Of course, there's actually nothing wrong in going to court. There's nothing wrong. That's why the courts are there.
And that is why the courts are there to even adjudicate if there is some kind of conflict between the other arms of government, and the courts are there to provide interpretation if there are some conflict.
Okay.
So nobody is afraid of the courts.
Okay.
Indeed, I have nothing against anybody going to court to seek clarification. That is the most enlightening thing to do.
All right. We need to wind down now. So your closing statement as we wind down.
I think that the people that are quarreling with the DESOPADEC law have not given the law the chance to be operated upon. You know the strength and weakness of any law by its usage.
All right.
Nobody can say in abstract that the particular law is good or bad until the law is put in practice.
All right.
You know the strength of a law when the law is put into practice. So that can give this law a chance. And there is nobody that can say that the law cannot be amended again. There is no limit to the number of times you can amend the law. If there are weaknesses that is detected, this law can even be amended to accommodate other interests. But as we speak today in Delta, there is a DESOPADEC law as amended.
Thank you. Barrister Agbajo, closing statement.
In closing.
Yes, I would like to say that I believe the DESOPADEC entity should remain, but should be run properly, and all funds accruing to it should be given to DESOPADEC. Also, that I stand firmly and strongly behind our respected chief, Mrs. Rita Lori Ogwebo, who has been protesting since the 90s over this 13% derivation.
Okay. Thank you.
We'll go to courts and we'll see that we get this 13% coming to us.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Firstly,
real quick.
Very quick.
10 seconds.
The law wasn't amended. The law repealed the first one.
Okay.
It's a new law that they did, and all oil-producing communities, the Robos, the Chakiris, the Jaws, the Okwale, we are against this aberration.
Thank you.
Okay.
Let me say that it is not true that all the oil-producing communities are against the law, as you just said. And again, this amendment has also taken into consideration communities that produces gas, not just oil alone. The DESOPADEC is on ground in Delta to do our people good.
Thank you.
We as people should not continue to misinform our people that these things are not workable. They are workable. The Constitution takes cognizance of states receiving 30% and not communities.
Honorable Efe Ofoburuku, member Delta State House of Assembly, thank you for coming.
It's my pleasure.
Mr. Yemi Omogami, Vice Chair, APC Delta, thank you for coming.
It's a pleasure meeting you.
Barrister Omasan Agbajo, legal practitioner and APC member, thank you for coming.
Thank you so much.
And Honorable Tim Tonye, a member of the Delta State House of Assembly. Timmy Tonye, thank you for joining us from Asaba. Well, Sunrise will be back for the home stretch. Don't go away.